Sometimes I'll make it home, y'all. They're wasting. No one can make it go away.
All right, everybody, welcome to another edition of Miss Bomey Zone. See, I said Miss Bomey Zone. I didn't say in the hangar. I didn't say any of that stuff.
You didn't say how's it hanging like I did that last time.
No, it's a good thing that nobody can see that you're doing something totally opposite than your radio show.
I'm trying to.
Shameless YouTube self promotion. That's what you're doing.
No, I'm trying to get to the chat room. You know how I am. I cannot drive the bus.
Okay, well, look, if you go to your promo, in the link below your promo is where the chat room is.
No, I'm trying to get to the chat room.
But you got to turn off the sound. Wow. Technical difficulties are my job, not your job. If anyone's going to screw up the show, you're supposed to have me screw it up, not you. You're the host.
Surprise.
You're supposed to just go, John, come on, get your shit together.
It's in reverse now. Where's the... Okay. All right. Sorry. You know, I'm so technically challenged. It's not even funny. Oh, my God. I don't even know how I do my job at work.
Small money. Yes, the audio will work. The problem was it was a bad cable. And it kept See, I can actually tap the mic now. And it doesn't go crazy. If I moved the chair last night, I mean, everything seemed to, like, short out. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you hear Christine now. I know, yeah. All good stuff now.
So everybody can hear me. It's all good. Sorry. Hello, everybody. I'll start off by saying shout outs to the people in the chat room so far. We have Smile Money, Jolson, J-Dog, Poco, Taco, Laco, Poco.
Paco.
We have too much fun with his name. And Gun Wild. So thanks for joining us in the chat room, guys. Thanks to everybody that's joining us live. And to all my shower people, talk to you tomorrow morning.
No, you can't.
And not last Wednesday, because that was not my show. Jim's show ended up on my iHeartRadio for those that download.
She bangs her mic. But listen, you can't tell your people that are in the shower you're going to talk to them tomorrow, because tomorrow's when they're going to hear it.
But that's when I'll be talking to them.
Right.
I'll be in the shower with them.
No. Tomorrow. To them, it's now. Because think, when they're listening to you say tomorrow. Like,
I didn't even think about that.
Wow. I'm supposed to be the one with the difficulties, not you. Wow.
Look at that.
In case everyone doesn't know, the training wheels are off today.
Yes.
Oh, boy.
I'm just a little frazzled.
I picked the wrong day to take the training wheels off.
Yeah, I'm just a little frazzled today. No worries. We'll get back on track. So yeah.
So favorite things to cook.
Well, yeah.
Now,
I figured we're going to get around to this subject sometime.
Now, I'm curious on the topic, because I remember once asking you this question. Christine, what's your favorite restaurant? And you went,
I don't have one.
I don't have one. That was my 20-minute segment in the show. Okay.
Yeah.
I had to start tap dancing, looking for some other stuff to talk about. So, you don't have a favorite restaurant, yet you have favorite things to cook. So, before we get to favorite things to cook, let me ask you this. What is your absolute favorite dish?
To cook?
No.
My absolute favorite dish to eat?
Yes. What is the thing that someone goes, Christine, you can have anything you want. Anything. Sky's the limit. You want, and you're going to answer them with that. That dish.
Oh, I would think it would have to be homemade pizza.
Muscles.
And hi, Jim. He joined us in the chat room.
Mr. Honafix says here. So homemade pizza, huh? Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
I love that. I wish that I could. My grandma, my Nona, she made really good homemade pizza. I wish that I could copy that as, well as she made it. There was just something about the sauce and the way that she put everything together that was just fabulous.
Now, was she do her own dough from scratch?
Oh yeah, do everything.
So it was a homemade pizza was a big to do then. It wasn't like
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, I do little comfort food pizzas for Rhett.
Yeah.
I keep the whole two big 16 packs of English muffins, and I taught him that one because when you have a kid with autism, you gotta get stuff for him to be able to do on his own, so he has that independence. So he has the little squeeze bottle, the little ketchup and mustard squeeze bottles. I have a bunch of them. They're just clear. They're just clear, but it's that same style. I cut the nib off top, I fill it up with sauce, and he now knows he makes a couple swirls. He throws 3 pieces of pepperoni on it, a piece of American cheese, and slides it in his air fryer.
Oh.
Yeah, for him. It's like that.
Yeah.
I'm making pizza.
Yep.
Yeah, homemade pizza. But so you said homemade pizza your favorite dish to eat. Okay, that's your favorite thing. If you have any. Now, what's your favorite genre of food? I.e., Chinese, Italian, and French, and all of that.
Well, I would have to say the Italian, just because that's what I grew up on, and I really like it. And I mean, like the homemade pasta, like grandma, like my nonna did, made took all day to make all the pasta and the sauce and everything from scratch.
I've got a pasta maker coming. I just bought one. I'm not a pasta maker. Your hands are the pasta maker. The roller with the cutter. Yeah. But I chose the manual because I was told that it's better. And I was like, okay, I'll do the manual one. That's fine.
Yep.
I've made my own pasta many times, but now all I do though right now is I do my flour well. I'll bring it all in. You gotta be dedicated to working this pasta for a while because you gotta work it. And then you got to let it sit for a while, which you got hours here. All right. Then when I come back and I roll it out, right now I roll it out by hand, and then I fold it up and I slice it into the big wide noodles. I forget what they're called, the big wide noodle there. But I like that one with the steak and butter sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's nice. I like that.
We got people commenting what their favorite food is. Eric is in there, and he's said butt rub and lasagna. Smile Money says he learned to cook meatloaf with potatoes, carrots, and onions surrounding it. It's delicious. I do have to agree with him on that one. Jim said that he could eat Cincinnati chili all day long, every day.
Chili is a really good...
it is.
J-Dog says his favorite thing Christine cooks us is lasagna.
Yeah, I didn't make it last year.
8-hour applewood smoked turkey. Oh, that sounds awesome.
Oh, that sounds good too. So yeah. That's one of my favorite things to make. If I had all day to just be in the kitchen, just kind of cooking away.
Now, Italian being your favorite genre, okay? What's another genre that draws you in? Where you tend to find most things that are in this genre I like too.
I probably would say like your Mexican, your Tex-Mex.
Okay. All right. So is it now when you're saying Mexican, and I'm trying just to verify, you're saying Mexican as in like authentic Mexican food, not just like Latin food? Because a lot of people don't understand. Those two are totally different.
Yes, they are. And yeah, you have to realize that those are two different genres.
All right, that's cool. Very cool. Very, very cool. Now,
Do
dabbled into any of the German cuisine?
You know, funny that you asked that. No, I didn't. But my ex-husband, his mom was German, and she used to cook some really weird dishes that I had no idea what those entailed.
Like spretzel or something like that? Is that what you're thinking of?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was
That's a,
different.
that's like the pasta dish of Germany.
Yeah.
Spretzel. Yeah, they eat it with all kinds. It's like, I don't know. It's like a poured gnocchi, I guess you'd say, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd make it all the time.
Yeah.
When you're all done, you get it out, you throw it in a little bit of the brown butter sauce, and oh yeah, that's good stuff. Put some sausages on the side, some cabbage, or some sauerkraut. Oh yeah, it's good stuff. German food's also very, very, very good.
That just made me think of something a little kind of off topic, but not so far. One of my friends, her daughter is currently visiting a friend over in France, and she says it's really awesome to go every day to get fresh bread and fresh cheese. She's never tasted anything like it because, food here in the States, it has to be much different than over there in Europe. But she said she was really enjoying it. And the lucky little bum got to go to Rome for a week.
Well,
So she got there. She got to try, the authentic,
oh yeah.
Food. So she said it was very delicious, but eye-opening at the same time. Just watching how they cook things and how they bake things and make their desserts. It's much different than what we do here.
No, see, when I was young, you say the fresh cheese. That's why I'm bringing this up. See, when I was young, that was daily. That was all the time.
Mm-hmm.
It's not anymore, but up here in Maine, we're not like huge dairy, but we got a lot of dairy cattle up here. But home cheese was really it was actually very popular.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't realize when you scald milk. Okay, say you get a gallon of milk and you just scald it. You're not boiling. You bring it up to a certain temperature, and then they dump in a quarter cup of vinegar
Mm-hmm.
and start stirring. And about, I don't know, maybe a minute and a half, you now have curds and whey. When you pull all that out there, drain it, you have literally, once you salt it, cottage cheese. It's sitting right in front of you right now, fresh cottage cheese. A lot of people don't realize that. It takes no work. It literally takes no work at all.
No.
Nothing. And you get the freshest, most unbelievable, and if you compress it then and let it just sit there and compress, you can start making your own cheese.
Looks like we got a couple more people in the chat room. Joey Cuz joined us. Scott Morey's there. And Ron. And I think that's it so far.
Chocolate tacos.
Yeah, I
think I had that in I think, if I remember, he'll have to tell me if I'm wrong.
Tacos?
If I remember, I had it in California. I had it at at Chaminade Spa Resort. What it was envision a tortilla, pretending just think of a corn tortilla, but that was actually made of the waffle cone material.
Okay.
So you turn that now, and you make it into a taco shape. Okay, so it's just round, folded in taco shape. Then they filled it with ice cream and nuts across the top, and they dipped the whole thing in chocolate. That's what I had in California. It was kind of wild.
That's different.
I don't know if that's what he's talking about.
I'm not sure.
Cottage cheese and chips. I like fresh cottage cheese with fresh cracked pepper. That's it. I just sit there and turn the middle, crack it full of fresh cracked pepper, and eat the fresh cottage cheese. Oh, that's so good. That's goofy good. They sell those tacos at Taco Bell, John. Huh. I did not know that.
I didn't know that either.
Well, they don't have the good fast food restaurants up here. So I mean, the only time I go every Friday, I go to Burger King to get Rhett his meal, his reward meal for not. I don't eat there because I can't stand this stuff. But it's a good thing they don't have, like In-N-Out Burger. If they had that here, I'd probably be like 875 pounds. I'd be walking around rolling into the In-N-Out Burger. Shut up! I worked my life. Shut up. So, favorite things to cook now.
Well-
I know you like cooking lasagna because
Yeah.
and anybody who doesn't know this, she's cooked lasagna for like I don't know 30 people for like 7 years straight. So rarely do you see someone because she you do a good job of pretending though because you act like it's a pain in the ass. And I say this because I've watched and go, well, the sauce is on. She freaking loves it because she's taking. It's like she's not even complaining. She's putting up an Instagram setup, on Facebook. Here's the sauce, and so this goes on for like what 2 days.
And now that I got a Twitter account, I'll put it on there too.
Yeah, so it's like she does a good job of pretending how much of a pain in the ass it is, but it's not really. I can tell you like.
No, yeah, but the fun part of that is when you get to make big, like when I say big dishes, I mean, like we did usually, anywhere from 6 to 9 pans of lasagna, depending upon how many people came for Shitapalooza every year. But it was nice to have other people in the kitchen with you, just cooking. When Julie was here and Mary was here and Mrs. Chaos was here, we kind of had a system going on how we were gonna, put the lasagna all together and get it in the oven and cook it up. And that to me is also fun too. Not just cooking in the kitchen by yourself, but anytime that you can actually invite friends over and just kind of make a day of it like we did, that was fun. Even though I complained, it was fun.
I mean, when I was younger, when I was first learning some stuff, when I was younger, I learned from sitting around the counter with my grandma and everybody. Just that's where you learned everything. Was they were busy and you were hanging out around the counter.
Oh yeah, you were hoping for some freebies.
Yeah, granted, I was a boy and I was young and I wanted scraps, but yeah, sure.
Yep.
I mean, that
I'll just sit here with Grandma. I'll get something.
But yeah, I mean, I saw my first pasta made there, and I was like, I remember watching my grandma make pasta. I'm going, I'm never gonna do that. That just doesn't make any sense. And when you watch someone doing that, it doesn't make any sense. Here's a nice clean counter. You dump all this flour on it, and then you start cracking eggs and dumping them on the counter. You're like, okay, everything in my instinct says don't do that.
Yep, don't do that.
Let's see.
Well,
Let's see. Gunwild says he makes a hell of a TV dinner.
Smile Money says pierogi smothered in sour cream and fried onions. Now that sounds good. I have not tried that.
Now, wait, did I have that in the promo? Was that in the promo? Or did I not put it in there? Because I had one. A guy sent one of those pierogies, yeah.
Was it?
I had a buddy who, I got a picture from him. I got some stuff from him to say, because his mother made those. Now, she would put the onions on, Christine.
Mm-hmm.
It was ridiculous. She puts them on like earlier on in the day, and they sit there all day. She had this back when remember the big covered electric skillets when they were just coming out. They didn't have all the non-stick cooking. They didn't have any of that stuff on. They were just coming out, but they were like thick aluminum. She'd throw it on there, put it on low, and you'd see this. The lid. It was so hilarious because the lid. She puts the lid on it. But there's like 40 onions in it. So the lid is like 4 inches from the bottom. And she says, it's ready to go because the lid will come all the way down. And I'll tell you, when you open that up and you see this mountain of brown, gooey, like onion jam in there, it's just all it is onions. Nothing else. Oh, my God. That stuff's good. I mean, oh, wow. And that's what she used to put on her pierogies.
That sounds good.
Yeah, that was wow. Yeah. Oh yeah.
You're drooling for a minute. Nobody's talking. We're just going, oh yeah.
Well, I mean, she's the first person that ever taught. I mean, when I was younger, if you had said you can turn onions into like candy, I'd been like, nope. She taught me those. She taught me 2 important things. Garlic is really good. But garlic is 1,000 times better if you roast it.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know that. And she taught me that onions are okay. But when you do that to onions, they're like candy.
Yep.
And oh boy, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd never messed around. She taught me how to. His mom taught me how to do the onions. Taught me how to do roast garlic. She
Yep.
taught me how to do. She was the first person that ever taught me. I didn't understand what people were talking about when they talk about this is a reduction of this or a reduction of that. She's the first person who taught me that too. How to reduce weird stuff and make really awesome sauces out of it.
Looks like we got Technical Wingnut that joined us and Bearded
Yes.
Tea. Horse or emu steak?
I've
yeah,
had emu. Where's horse pot? Hold on, but horse is actually. I know people in America freak out, but horse is actually was big. I think it was in France. Was it in France? They used to actually put huge horse heads out in front of certain places because they served horse meat. I'm serious. It was big somewhere. I can't remember where. I think it was. I believe it was France, where horse meat was actually big. And I didn't know that until I was watching this stupid PBS show called Antiques Roadshow, and a guy walked in with this horse head, and the guy told him what it was. And when he told him what it was, he said, "This is an actual one though that used to hang out in front of a butchery, where they sold horses, horse meat." I was like, "What?" And that's where I learned that little tidbit.
Bearded
from.
CB says that horse is famous in France.
Okay, so it is France. Okay, I thought it was France.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but there's places where hey, that's what they eat. Horse.
Well, yeah.
It's what's for dinner. What are you having? Little Black Beauty under glass.
Smile Money says liver and onions were great in school because it was the only thing that you could identify as actual meat.
School. It depends on where you went to school, but some of the school food was weird. Here in Maine, we actually could sit down. This is no joke, and I think they had it in the South too, in some places. But I remember sitting down in the '60s, and you know what? There was a bowl of lard on the table with like 4 knives in it, butter knives, but there was bowls of lard on the table. I'm serious. When I was growing up, you put lard on biscuits. That's not a joke. You put lard on. Yes, you put lard on biscuits.
What? You need to come out of the bush. You've been in it too long. What?
Christine, I'm an American male. I will never come out of the bush.
I meant the woods where you live. You've been in seclusion too long. Ooh, what? Lard on biscuits? I've never heard of that.
Do you know what you make biscuits with?
Oh, don't say lard.
Lard, Christine. You make it out of lard. Wait, had horse in Montreal. In Canada.
Well, yeah. Okay, oh, yeah.
Wait,
Montreal.
Whoa. You blew
Montreal
up.
has
Hold on. Whoa. Hold on. Hold on. I'm calling you. Hold on. I'm calling you on the carpet, princess. I was saying I didn't know where horse was popular at, and you knew all the time. Your homeland.
Well, I
did.
I didn't think to put 2 and 2 together with France and Montreal equaling both of them liking.
I don't know. Francais Canada. Are you serious?
Well, when Ron typed it in the chat room, I went, "Oh yeah, I remember." It's it's something that I don't try to remember.
Did you ever eat Black Beauty?
No.
Did you ever try it?
No.
No? Okay. I didn't know if your parents might have been like, "Shut up, Christine, eat your horse, or you won't get dessert."
Well, I don't know. I mean, I could have been tricked when I was a little kid because my dad did that to us often. Often he did that. "Oh, no, do you like this steak?" "Oh, yeah, we're eating Bambi."
Hey, there you go.
No, it's steak,
Yeah. Elk and eggs. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, elk and eggs. Wow. Sausage, gravy, and biscuits. Yes, that is a fantastic. Sawmill gravy. I don't know. That should be like part of the food pyramid. Sawmill gravy, like the bottom.
What is that?
Sawmill gravy. It's a bash. You know what a bechamel is?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're making the bechamel, all right. But when you do the roux, you're going to use first. You cook up your sausage, all right, your loose sausage. Keep all the fat. That's what you're
Okay.
going to make your roux from, all right.
Oh.
Now you're gonna do your it's basically a white milk and cream bechamel, all right. You're gonna add back in there, and then you're gonna add whatever your local spices. A lot of people put a little cayenne in it. Your salt, your
Mhm.
pepper, a little cayenne. Your fancy people will try to use the white pepper so it doesn't have black. The flecks are good. Flecks are good. You want flecks. That's important.
Paco says moose is good.
Moose is unbelievable. Moose is incredible. And if you want one of the delicacies, you get down there in the bottom of the leg and get the moose knuckle.
Hey, I have a hat that says that.
But no, moose is, oh my gosh, moose is fantastic. Deer is fantastic. Elk, caribou, oh my heavens, caribou's unbelievable.
No, I never had that.
Yeah. I have never had like seal or any of that. I haven't had. I mean, it's just not very popular here in Maine. They go, hey, what's that guy doing? He's eating a harbor seal. Okay, someone's going to jail. I just wanted to try it. I just wanted to try it. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I've had reindeer. I have a couple friends that are really big hunters. They like to travel and hunt. When they come back, I get little bits, just scrappings of what here I don't care for this cut. You can have it as reindeer. And I'm like, oh gosh, shit, yeah, I'll fill the freeze. What's the bird they call ribeye in the sky? I don't really actually know. Ribeye in the sky.
I've never heard that before.
Ribeye in the sky with diamonds. I don't have a clue. Alaska. If you live in Alaska, you kill it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
Quail and stuff like that's good. There's just nothing there.
No.
The only one that cracks me up, the one that makes me laugh is when they go, "Oh, what are you having today? Oh, we'll be having squab." I mean, you go, quit saying squab. Say fricking pigeon. Say pigeon. I love when they go, "Oh, we're having squab. You're eating pigeons."
Oh, Jim says sandhill crane equals ribeye in the sky.
Oh, sandhill crane. Oh wow. I'm not. I have people I know that do bird hunting. The sandhill crane. I'm not familiar with that. Huh, I'll have to check that out. Whale blubber in grade 2. Our teacher ordered it. Tough as Jello.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. No.
Goose is phenomenal. I love goose. Goose is good. Duck is good.
Well, where were you years ago? And my dad would bring home 10,000 of them. I'd been like, "Come to my house."
Oh, what?
Oh, we eat so much of that. Ugh.
Oh God, goose is great, Christine, and it's actually popular in Italian. Fowl is popular in Italian cuisine.
Mm-hmm.
All things dead. Hey, Stalker Steve, how you doing?
Oh, yeah. Hi. So yeah.
So
But
let's put the question to them. Let's ask them the question. What is their favorite thing to cook?
What's your favorite thing to cook? Put it in the chat room, and we will let everybody know.
Duck breast cubes make into gravy and serve over mashed potatoes. Oh God, that sounds awesome.
Bearded TV.
Bearded TV, that sounds great. Anything on the grill? Eric says elk. Paco says his favorite game is elk. Your guests have to speak up, please. Am I not being loud enough here?
Yeah, I guess they can't hear you. J Dog says chicken parm. Eric, beer, really?
Beer's
Really?
good.
Bueller.
Beer.
Oh, I'm grilling.
Oh yeah, pork chop in a can. Wieners. Joey means hot dogs.
Well, actually, Joey, they're called wieners or frankfurters.
Gunwild says barbecued top sirloin.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Cincinnati chili, James says.
8-hour Applewood smoked turkey with Jack Daniels barrel coal poco. Beer is good. Hamburger pie, Steve. said.
That's a very regional thing because I make hamburger pie,
Yeah,
but
I've
I
heard
make
it, but I don't know what.
but
what
I
is
make it. I make it totally. I've made it before, and people were all excited, and then they went, "It's really, really good, but it's not hamburger pie." I went, "Yes, that's hamburger pie." They went, "No, it's really, really good, John. It really is. It's very good." And
But
then they whisper under their breath, "But it's not hamburger pie." The hell.
Uh-huh.
I literally did a potatoes. It was potatoes and hamburger, and I actually serve it in a pie crust. It's like potatoes and hamburger in a pie crust, and apparently that's not what some people think potato pie is. Up here, that's what I have.
Let's see, we got Tactical Wignut says armadillo.
He says armadillo eggs. I believe those are. I
Sorry.
believe those are called Scotch eggs, and other places. I think that's what. Is that the one where you're coating it in sausage and then you're breading it and frying it? I think that's what it is.
Gunwild says anything barbecued. Poco says smoked pork ribs. Scott says fried rabbit in white gravy.
That's the sawmill gravy. Oh my God, rabbit is. I had rabbit the first time in the military, and I was like, oh my God, where has this been all my life? Now everybody else is like, oh man, you got to eat rabbit. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? This is awesome.
You're just like, no. See, yeah. Smile Money says eggplant parm is a vegetable dish that he likes. Bearded says hot meat pie. Yeah. Joey says any kind of meat with good rub on the barbecue. Jim says hamburger pie equals shepherd's pie in his world.
Oh, okay, all right, yeah, and that's the same as I did, but no crust. There wouldn't be any crust on it.
Yeah,
that's kind of wild like donuts. Okay, so the armadillo egg is a Scotch egg. It's the same thing. Okay, cool.
Bearded CB fried thumper.
I don't like rabbit. I'm not into dark meat. Hey, rabbit rocks all the world, man. That is I can't believe I never ate thumper until I got in the military, and they were like, "Hey, we're serving thumper." I was like, "I'll take a piece." I went back. I was like, I want more.
And Ron says shepherd's pie. Now, I've made shepherd's pie quite a few times. That's good, but I don't know. It's kind of time consuming.
Well, that's why I learned the cheat one, where I actually put it all together in a actual crust.
You're cheating.
Well, now I know why everybody goes, it's really, really good, John. It really, really is. But that's not potato pie.
Nope.
Cast iron pan, mixed vegetables, potatoes in the bottom, thick layer hamburger, brisket, dough on top, bake. Oh, that sounds good, yeah.
That sounds good.
Porterhouse steaks. Oh, I have it. I don't...
Yeah.
Up here, I don't know why I fell in love with it when I was a kid, but I still like it. I still make it today. I don't know why. It's just crap meat, but for some reason I make it. It tastes really good. Was that cube steak? It's just a steak that cut the living crap out of it. You know what I'm talking about? It's got so many freaking holes. It's like someone went to town. I bread it and then I panko it. So I double bread it. Panko it, and then I fry that, and I love that right alongside potatoes and gravy. Oh my God, that's so good.
My new favorite meal is the one that I just did not too long ago, using Boondockers, who we'll give a shout out to. You know, the people that we forced to be our sponsors.
Yeah. they were in the promo.
That one pot steak pasta using the Boondockers barbecue sauce. That to me is like my favorite go-to dish. When I don't have any idea what to have for dinner, I like to go to that one because it's quick and it's easy and it tastes really good.
I got a new kitchen appliance that has like really changed stuff for me. I'm like going, every once in a while you get you know what I'm talking about, because if you like to cook, this happens. So anybody who likes to cook, this happens to you. Everything's normal, everything's fine. Then all of a sudden you take a chance on a new appliance or something, or a new like a pasta maker. Or something. You get something, but then you go on a wild crazy binge because this thing is so fantastic. I got that new the big one, the 8-quart pressure cooker / browner / everything. It does that. It does everything. It's a they call it a multi cooker.
Mm-hmm.
They call it like Instapot or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that, but mine's a different brand name. It's the other popular one that you can brown. So I can literally brown something in this thing, and then start adding all the stuff into it. And before you know it, then I can cook it under pressure. So I mean, I can make like a full, really badass risotto in 12 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So this thing has been really cool to learn with. I'll tell you what. And the reason I'm bringing it up was Boondockers is like in that I put everything I'm making in this thing. I'm putting Boondockers on. Even if you only put a little bit in there, it adds so much unbelievable flavor. It's fantastic. But all the meat that I'm doing in there. Everything's going in there, and then serving it over rice or serving it over this. That thing's you need one of those.
I think I won one from Spec Ops 56 when he had his contest quite a while back. I haven't had a chance to use it yet, though.
You have one?
Don't give me shit.
But Christine, but listen.
This look, he's like, what?
But listen, I want to tell you something. Okay, it's a fast morning. All right, fast morning. You got a ton of stuff to do. You literally grab a chunk of meat and throw it in there. It's frozen. You put in a cup of Boondockers, 3 cups of freaking rice. You put in a little bit of some au jus or whatever. You set the thing and you leave. Not only does it do everything for you, but it also pressure cooked it so it's fall off the bone tender when you arrive at home. All you smell is this unbelievable stuff. You turn the lid because it's already lost its pressure, and it keeps it warm for you the whole time. I mean, come on, how can you? That thing is amazing.
Yes.
Jim, let's see, ramen noodle. Now ramen noodles is I've had ramen noodles. Then when I was in Pennsylvania, remember we were on the big Gettysburg tour there. We were in Pennsylvania. Yeah. We stopped off somewhere, and they had their claim to fame was they made hand pulled noodles, and we took Rhett there so he could get his first real dish of ramen because Rhett loves noodle. He's a noodle freak.
Yeah,
and he got his first hand pulled, and I tell you what. Wow, there is a big difference between those and ramen noodles.
Oh yeah.
Ramen noodles that can be really, really good. All this food talk. Yeah, we're supposed to make you starved, hungry. Fried spam and spinach dip. Well, I lived in Hawaii for a while, so I became hooked on the canned ham train. Since it goes
ham train.
They put it on everything. They put it in everything. So I mean, you really get used to it. I can. I don't know about spam and spinach dip though. I've never had that. Never tried it. Let's see here. What's got there? Fresh pink fish tacos are the best. Are you sitting in for the princess now?
Yeah. Want to talk smoked meat?
Yeah, let's talk smoked meat. Do you do any of your own? Do you smoke any of your own meat?
No, it's something I've always wanted to try, along with the slow cooking. I've been contemplating getting one of those eggs.
You should do. If you're going to get one of those, I'll just say this: if you're going to get one of those, look into what they are. A buddy of mine, in other words, the reason I'm saying all this, a buddy of mine last summer built one for him, and literally we did it out of they have gigantic ceramic pots that you can buy. And we built the ring to go around because they already have a lip around them. We built a ring to go around it and hold it and at the bottom. And literally we had to do some cutting out for the ventilators and all that stuff. But we literally made his out of gigantic ceramic pots. Put the ring on the top for a lid, everything. We did the whole thing. You might have fun with that. And it was only like, I think, $2,000 less.
Yeah. See, if you tell me the thing is $2,000, I'm telling you right now, I'm never going to have one.
Yeah, it's over $2,000.
That's crazy.
Big green egg, yeah. But look at what it is. See what the sizes are that you like, or you might try. Because we were blown away. There's actually a pot out there the same shape even, and it's a plant. It's a planter's pot, and they bake this freaking. It's that terracotta. You know that terracotta. It's baked, so it's like it takes the heat already, and we literally just made our own out of that. We made him one out of that, and it looks nice. We made the little table for it to sit in and everything. Yeah, it looks great.
No, I know I'm kind of quirky on things. I'm not a huge fan at all on fish, but there's a place up the North Shore, and if Jeremy, Pre-Dawn Death, and Caitlin were listening, they're the people that would make the 4.5-hour drive to come here just to go to Russ Kendall's smoked fish house. And their sockeye salmon, it's like, I think about it right now, and I want to plan a trip just to run up there tomorrow. From here, it's about a 30-minute drive, so it's not really a big deal for me. For Jeremy, it's like a 5-hour drive.
Oh,
so
yeah. So I know I like some smoked fish. Smoked fish isn't as big for me as the smoked. All your different meat. I mean, everything else. Okay, smoked fish for me wasn't always the best. I'll eat it, but I don't seek it out. I like regular. I like to just like cook my fish. I like it either breaded or I like it baked or I like it. I love like stuffed fillet of sole. I love that. That's good.
I know. The only fish I can tell you right now, I'll get in a car and make an hour drive for is the smoked, like the smoked salmon. I have to buy a decent amount of it, otherwise it's all gone by the time I got from there to home.
Yeah, you've got a couple strange eating things. Like I watched you eat crap cheese once, and you were quite excited about it. What was that again? Was it Lindbergh? What the hell was it? What were you eating?
Yeah, Limburger. It's
Oh my god! Trust me, I know what it is. It's like dirty socks. Oh, holy moly! There's a couple things like that I don't. Halibut, yes, halibut's fantastic.
So I have a question. I'm curious, since we're talking about cooking and food and everything else. How many of you guys actually cook meals?
Oh, I do.
Make meals for dinner because your wife or girlfriend or fiance or significant other is working late or I know you do, Jim, but I want to know from the guys in the chat.
Wait. I'm not Jim.
I mean, John.
Or where's the role reversal?
Wait a minute, that was very awkward. You just called me Jim, and Jim is your internet husband, and he's on the show now. Oh,
I know.
That's like, oh wow.
I meant to say, John, Jim is gonna join us in a minute. But yes, John, I know that you do the cooking. Okay, see how I smashed those two sentences together and it just went blah.
Just keep digging. Keep digging.
See, that was my
I think everybody bought that.
Guy reversal thing. How many guys in the
How
chat
many guys
room are the sole cooker?
Yeah, that's what I'm curious. Like, how many of you guys in the chat room are the sole cooker?
Jolson's one of them.
Jolson's one of them?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
He makes a lot of sausage.
J-Dog, too, he says he's about the only one who actually cooks.
Somebody says,
Technical wing night because his wife, what? Could burn water?
Ouch.
Ouch.
Hey, for
Ooh.
$19.95 a month, I'll make sure she never sees that comment.
Smiley says, for me, my wife works in a restaurant, so she's not home 6 nights a week.
Yeah.
That's a funny scenario. How come you have to cook so much? Because my wife's busy cooking for other people.
She's busy cooking for other people. Bearded said, used to tell I taught her how to use the grill and make breakfast. Scott says he cooks. Poco does. He does the cooking because he has to for personal reasons.
Now hold on. Joey Cuss says he would need a hospital room on standby if his wife cooked.
So that means Joey must do the cooking.
Wow. But don't anybody tell Joey's wife that. Because
yeah, no. It's the red zone. Let's not go there.
oh, Christine, Jim's here. It's about to get awkward.
Okay.
No, not at all.
No, he's just mad at me because I was trying to
Christine,
speak.
Christine, John just joined us. Oh, I'm number one.
Well, one, we know who Jim and John really is.
Apparently, Christine doesn't.
Right. You can sit here and join us.
Mhm.
So yeah, I single for cooking question, not looking, just for chats. That would be Ron.
So, Ron, okay. There's just a bunch of sausage in here, Ron. I don't know what you're looking for, buddy. Love you, but, hey.
Hey, okay. Loco, I'll take your Boondockers challenge.
Wait, what? I didn't see that. What?
It was in the chat room.
Yes.
Someone go buy something and tell me if it works. Boondockers what?
We can tell you that both the barbecue sauces, the hot, spicy, and the mild, work very well because we've used them in several dishes.
Oh,
I've actually done 2 videos on my YouTube channel.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I did breakfast this morning. I did corned beef hash, and I smothered it in Boondockers rub, cooked it at a high temperature, added in some fresh cut onion, and then once it was cooked, I threw an egg on top of it, let it do the whole soft boil thing or whatever you call it, and then threw it on a plate and ate that like it was nobody's business. So yeah.
It's good stuff. It really is.
Oh, I did chicken. Matter of fact, tonight I did a pork. I quartered a pork roast and put it in the air fryer, fried it up for 15 minutes at 400 degrees, cut it up, literally forked it apart, like a pulled pork type thing, and then smothered it in Boondockers and ate it. And Tilly loved it too. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, she, even though Boondockers gives her the runs, I still give it to her. Yes, she was outside for a while, but yes, she loves the Boondockers. Yes.
I was thinking about this question too. Anybody who has traveled, or like you, Jim, who's been in the Navy and gotten to go to various different parts of the world, and for anybody that's been out there that has traveled various parts of the world, what was one of the favorite dishes that you tried when you were out there? And secondly, what's the one that was the strangest, or it just kind of left you going, I'm not quite so sure about that?
For me, now to go back real quick to the earlier in the show in the chat room, you were talking about horse, and horse is big in France. I actually tried horse for the first time ever in France. It was in I want to say it was Nice, the south of France, and I had horse, and very gamey, a good red meat, very gamey. I had it, cooked French, whatever the hell that means. It was okay. I mean, it was good. It tasted like steak to me, But as far as weirdest, did you say weirdest
just
food?
the weirdest food or something that you're just like, I'm not so sure that I would be that brave to try it.
I got to be honest. The first thing I tried in 1985, my first cruise in the Navy, I was in Toulon, France, and I tried snails, escargot.
Yes.
And I at first I was like, and of course we were half in the bag before we even got to the restaurant. So, and I'm like, I want escargot. And I was trying to be the big bad guy. Oh yeah, I'm going to do this. This is French. I'm going to eat it. And when they came, they were in shells, and I'm like, these are fucking snails. But and I took the little tongy things they give you, and I pulled the snail out and I ate it, and it was actually very good. And now I will say, it was cooked. I don't know if it was cooked bad or good because I've never had them before, and I've only had them once or twice since, and that was only overseas. So. They tasted, they were a little chewy, not rubbery, but chewy. They were cooked in garlic and herbs and butter and a ton of butter. And in France, everything's cooked in butter. I mean, everything.
Yep.
But they were really good. They were tender. They weren't chewy, like I said. They were tender. And I enjoyed them, and I actually have had them a few times since then. Overseas.
Overseas.
But the thing that really whipped me out was octopus. I wasn't a big fan.
Oh no.
I had that in Hawaii. It was good in Hawaii.
Did you have
well,
it?
I had Mediterranean octopus. It wasn't that good.
Hey, real quick note for everybody. Yes. Thank you, Paco Loco, or whoever was involved. I think Paco Loco built it, but guess what? Just happened. I bought Boondockers online.
Where?
It went through at boondockers.com.
It's not letting me.
Boondockers. Boondockers.com. Oh.
Loco, it's not letting me use my credit card.
It let me use PayPal. I use PayPal. So.
And that's what I thought you were going to use, Eric's PayPal.
But so, I got a confirmation for receipt of the order from Boondockers and a receipt for my payment from PayPal. So apparently, I just bought. Oh my God! I can buy Boondockers online.
So
it's a big day.
That's
okay.
Awesome.
Hold on.
Is that in the chat room, John?
Yeah, I gotta scroll back. Boondockers. Boondockersbarbecue.com.
Okay.
Yep.
No wonder I can't find it. Okay.
So if anybody's interested in purchasing some of their items, the link is in the chat room, and I really would suggest that you try their products because they are fabulous. Everything that I have tried and cooked with has been amazing.
Now it's four bottles of sauce, and the shipping cost me $30. So it's phenomenal.
Somebody put a link in the chat room because Poco, I'm not.
It's right there. It's right there.
I know. It's just not coming up. What the fuck? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. There it is. Okay. Third time's a charm. Oh my God! It's an awesome site. There, guys.
So, John, I gotta ask this whole octopus thing. What the hell?
It's all about. But listen, it's all about. And I'm serious now. This guy explained it to me. I thought it was gonna be rubber. He said no. It's all about knowing when to take it out of the. They boil it, and they do boil it.
Yeah.
Right, but there's a skin on it. Then he takes this off, and he cuts off all the suckers. But then he grills it, Christine. Then he grilled it, and I mean, this was literally tender. It was tender, and it was good. I mean, trust me. I've eaten a couple things. One thing I won't talk about on here because It upsets everybody. We talked about it once on your show. It upsets so many people.
Oh, was that in the?
Yeah, it was in Tonga, and I wasn't. I was. I didn't know I was eating it, so I ate it. But whatever. But there's a lot of things you try. You have a mindset it's not going to be good, but if you open it and just open your mind up and just try it, sometimes you find out it's not bad.
Wait a minute, are we still talking about octopus?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I'm
had
sorry.
octopus in Hawaii. Well, now Jim, not the guy. Like I said, the guy told me there's a lot of people that cook octopus all the time that don't do it right. And he boiled it and he grilled it.
And I understand and I agree. I had it in the Mediterranean. You had it in Hawaii. So two different places.
Oh yeah.
And as a young sailor in going to Puerto Rico, I actually chased a octopus while I was snorkeling, but I didn't catch him, so I couldn't cook him. So yeah, he hit the ink and scared the shit out of me, and I got the other way. So yeah.
No, I have a funny story for the first time I had calamari.
No, I love calamari.
The first time I ever had it, where it wasn't breaded and all that, it was in a cup, and it was cooked, but it was still wasn't breaded or anything. It's a very funny story. I was down in California. I was down on Carmel, down on this little shack-like place there. It doesn't look like anything special. And and the guy's talking to me about getting it. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I don't think I can eat that crap. He goes, then you hear this deep voice, raspy voice go, it's not crap. That's why I have a shack that sells it. And I'm like, I turn around, I recognize the voice. You're never going to guess who was telling me to eat the fucking shit.
What?
Clint Eastwood. It's his damn shack. It's his shack.
Love Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, but it's his place.
It's his place?
Yeah, he has a calamari. Well, at the time, I was there because I was in the military. Yeah. He had a calamari shack. Right. What, Jim? You wanted to say something?
Well, no. The J-Dog said I'm not a frogman. I never claimed to be. Just saying. But no, as far as calamari goes, the first time I ever had it was in Puerto Rico, on the island of Puerto Rico, I should say. Down at I was down there in the military, and we had an exercise. I went out in town, a little town just up from Rosie Roads, and the guy had little tiny squids, the little tentacles, the whole 9 yards, and he had them on a stick, and he was roasting them on like a barbecue or a open fire flame type scenario thing. And he's like, squid on a stick. And I'm like, oh, that's funny as hell, because I'm a squid and that's on a stick. And I said, hey, I'll give you $1. Give me one, And I gave him $1. I got one. He put this sauce, whatever the hell it was, on it. I don't even know what it was. And and I'm half drunk. I was like, and I took a big old bite of it, and I was hooked. I absolutely love squid, whether it's deep fried, whether it's baked, barbecued, whatever. I love squid. It's really, really good. I like it.
That was, like I said, that was the first time I ever tried it. I'd had it baked. I mean, not baked, breaded, so it was no big deal. But I had never had it. They chop it up, and they had it's cooked, but it's got lemon and some onions, and it's in a cup, and he's got a fork in it. And I tried it. Wow, frick, that's good stuff. It's good, real good stuff. So there's a good question. What's the craziest thing anybody's eaten?
Oh, we don't want to go there.
Put that in the chat room.
So Bearded CB said he got his first tattoo. He got a tattoo down on Rosie Roads, which yes, I know what house you went to too. Don's Lighthouse, yes. Been there, done that, Bearded CB. and Rosie's out the back gate, yes. Monkey meat on a stick.
Oh, J-Dog says cricket.
Cricket, yeah.
Cricket, no, see, I have not eaten crickets. Yeah. No, I haven't. Attack the wing, that says his ex-wife. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. We're not talking... We are not talking...
Oh, naughty naughty.
Yeah.
We are not talking to Tactical Wingnut after the picture he sent me and then I sent to Eric. So no.
Gunwild says alligator. I'm trying to move right along here.
No, alligator.
That's
What's wrong
awesome.
with alligator? Alligator's great.
No. What's the
no.
strangest thing? Alligator to a lot of people is strange.
It's strange, yeah.
I'd say
Oh,
for me,
it's so good.
Oh, it is.
so
It's
good.
phenomenal. It's great stuff. I've only had it two ways, but I've only had tail. Do you eat any other other than tail?
Well, I've only had tail myself. I've heard of people eating, doing the head, doing the whole alligator. And now there is people that will barbecue, like you roast a whole pig. There's people that'll gut an alligator, roast it over a slow roast, or a spit, and do the whole alligator. Which is I don't see anything wrong with that because I like what I have tried of alligator. So what chili?
What did you say, Eric?
beef tongue.
Beef tongue?
Because it
No,
looked like freaking beef tongue on the plate.
Never eat
Yeah.
anything that can taste you back. Ever. Never eat anything
First
that
time
can
I've
taste
seen you
back.
make a face. Usually I'm making that blue face. See, you're making it.
Ooh, I draw the line there. I don't eat. I'm not tasting anything that can taste me back.
So, is there any foods out there for everybody that's in the chat room, and Jim and John and Eric? Is there any foods out there that you haven't tried that you want to try, or a dish that you'd like to try, or
Arkansas
make?
oysters.
Arkansas oysters?
Oh,
No.
Rocky Mountain
No.
oysters. Whoa.
No,
Eric,
they're all the same
they're
thing.
not
Arkansas,
oysters.
Rocky Mountain, they're not oysters.
They're not oysters, Eric.
Oh, my bad.
They're balls.
Ew.
Yeah.
I'm not
Christine.
cooking that for you.
Fresh-
You're on your own.
fresh
You
from the
are.
sack.
Nope. Sorry. You're
For
on your own.
me,
Yeah.
the one dish I want to try
So-
that I've never tried that I've heard everybody talk about, and
What's that?
from culinary experts, everybody is sweetbreads. I've never had sweetbreads, and I want to try it. It's a glandular piece on the side of the neck or whatever, and it looks like this light, fluffy, sautéed. They get such a great golden crust on it. It just everybody talks about how good they are. I've never had it though.
So,
Tony
what
Acapano's
animal are
here.
you talking about? What animal are you talking about with the?
I believe it's a calf. I think it's. I don't know. I'm not familiar. I think it's calf.
He wants to have them with some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
Let's see. Bearded CB says sweetbread is like what?
Coagulated blood clot.
Okay.
Oh, okay, I'm done.
Okay. Poke
Turtle soup is very good, Mr. Acabono. I had that in Arkansas.
Tony. Nice
I
of you
had
to
that.
join us. How you
Sweet
doing?
bread, coagulated blood clot. What?
I know.
It doesn't. It doesn't even look like blood though. It's white.
Tactical Wingnut says rattlesnake is damn good. Oh yeah. No.
I've had rattlesnake and
No.
Oh,
No.
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 oh, it was actually really good. It was actually very, very good. Had it in New Mexico.
Pig nuts. CB says. Oh, that's
there you go. Those are your oysters there, Eric.
yeah. See, you and Tactical Wingnut are on the same page.
Mm.
Ron
Fresh-
says
Fresh
spit roast.
from the sack.
Oh my god.
Oh God. Bearded CB says snapping turtle stew.
That's the one I
Yeah.
had. I did not know that they ate it, but apparently when I was I got it in Harrison, Arkansas. Boy, we're talking a long time ago. They caught it and everyone was all excited. They were going to make stew out of it. And they made stew. I had some, and you know what? It actually wasn't that bad. It was okay.
Oh, so Poco just answered the question about the sweetbreads. They're an organ meat from the thymus gland and pancreas. The easiest sweetbreads to find are from veal
Yep, baby cow. Yep.
or lamb.
Well, yeah, it was a gland, right? It wasn't all bloody or that, but I just wanted to try it. I don't know if I'll like it, but everybody speaks so highly of it that guinea pigs on a stick.
J-Dog.
Oh no, Christine, that's actually a dish. Christine, it's a dish.
I know, but just the thought of it.
No, it's like an immensely huge popular dish. I saw it. I was watching some of it. Yes, I was watching something on the Travel Channel. They were talking about foods from the equator, and they literally went to some place around the equator where guinea pigs are like chicken.
Oh my gosh!
Anybody in the chat room had monkey brain?
Smile Money says big in South America.
What did he say? Guinea pig is okay in South America. Okay.
South America. Gunwild says pigeon flambe.
Squab. Possum stew. Oh no, I can tell you that's no good, Mr. Akamoto. It's no good. Oh, that's no good at all.
Oh God, J-Dog says you get to pick the guinea pig out of the cage. Oh my God. Yeah, I want to eat him. Yeah, no, I couldn't do that. No, sorry. No,
it's a pig. No. It's a little pig.
I know.
Piglet.
I know. Yeah, see, Smile Money. He said he.
Yes,
pets.
But see,
they're pets.
They can't. Once people went there and saw them, they brought them here as pets. Yes, but they didn't originally. They originally were not pets. They were originally chow. Over there,
what did they do? Run around in the wild? You had wild guinea pigs. I mean, that just sounds too funny. Sorry, it just does. Sounds
You're
funny.
like tribbles, but here.
Okay, so Wingnut says a Chinese place that got popped for cooking pigeons, saying it was chicken. Never trust a Chinese buffet owned by a Mexican. Look, if I walk into a Chinese restaurant and they say "Hola," I'm not eating it.
What's Ron?
Just
Ron
saying.
says, "Have you all seen the movie Monty Python's Holy Grail?" Of course. That's this
Of
group.
course.
Yeah, this group
Yes.
quotes.
That was,
Rats on a
but
Stick.
that wasn't in. Was that in Holy Grail?
I don't think Rats on a Stick was in Holy Grail.
I think that was in Life of Brian.
Yeah, see, Bearded CB's got it. They raise them like rabbits around the equator. The guinea pigs.
So that didn't say. That's not equator. That's Ecuador. That's a country, not a circumference around the Earth.
All right. I was talking about a show that I was watching where they were talking about the foods of the equator. So I still have that on my mind, and he put that there, and I went, "Oh,
You
equator."
can't be pulling to me. Come on now.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yes, Smile Money. They are the rabbits that ate nights. Yes, they had really big teeth. They had big teeth.
Oh man, that's just too
The
funny.
knights that say neek.
Neat. Neat.
I remember that. Yeah, the knights say neat.
He's got really big. Pull the holy hand grenade.
That's just a flesh wound.
It's just a
What is the airspeed of a coconut-laden swallow?
Oh.
Wow, that shut everybody up. Holy crap!
we got 12 likes. Thank you. Mara, show here.
Yes, I actually, we talk about Monty Python. The Holy Grail is one of the movies that I've seen the most in my life. Yes,
Me too.
between that, Monty Python, and then we're getting into a whole slew of other movies we'll talk about on another show. So yeah, and I would love to get stuck in Castle Anthrax. Yes, I would. Because, that's where all the virgins are.
Well, we've switched to Monty Python.
Yeah, right. No, real quick, I had to take Tilly out, so I didn't get to answer this earlier. What Christine asked, it said the weirdest foods and all that stuff. Now, and again, I've been in a lot of different places around the world and ate a lot of things, seen a lot of things. I got to be honest, a lot of the only thing I can't eat are the insect dishes. I just no. Mm-mm. Yeah, the whole, nah. I'll try your seafoods. I'll try your different meats. Your land animals, your mammals, your fish, your birds, whatever. But you get insects and stuff in there. I'll even try a reptile. I don't care. But insects, sorry, ain't doing it. I have not tried snake. Now, one I didn't notice earlier in the evening. Somebody said grilled rattlesnake was awesome.
That's
I have never
awesome.
ate a snake, so I would like to try a good, someone who knows how to do it. I'd like to try snake one time. That would be cool.
The funny thing is everybody says everything tastes like chicken, but what I'll say is, to me, rattlesnake tasted a lot like alligator tail. That was more that stringy consistency, that
Right.
firm.
Yeah.
That's what it was like to me. That's what it was like.
But, and I'm with J-Dog. I'll take a Demolition Man rat burger. I'll take a Redonis burger any day of the week. I'll tell you that right now.
Human. I heard there's places that serve human meat.
Human?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about all that now. See,
I've heard that as well.
You guys, seriously, you guys have heard about
Yes.
someone
They do,
serving
but they'll-
humans?
Yeah, they'll put the human out on the table and say, I would like this part, or I would like that part.
You're shitting up bullshit. I gotta throw a flag on this.
Where is this at?
You read it on the
you're talking
internet,
about-
so it's
you're
gotta
talking-
be true.
You're talking
Hollywood.
You're talking about actually having cannibalism as a
Yeah.
menu item.
It's called, actually, it's
It's-
something, the Cannibal Club
It's,
or something
it's
like
some
that.
kind of club, and people in Hollywood certain people in Hollywood are part of this club.
Oh, just like they fuck little girls and boys. So okay.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm not.
Well, no, and I'm not. And again, I have not heard of this. I kind of try to think of myself as a well-rounded individual, but
Yeah.
That's just really messed up.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Unless I'm on a mountain in the Andes and you're already dead, I'm not eating another human being. Sorry.
Exactly.
I like the way he said another.
Well.
And but there's somebody in the chat room. Okay, somebody in the chat room. Do you know what the name of this place is called? I mean, I want to know. I want to know about it now.
I remember reading an article about it. I don't remember. Oh, I want to say I found out about this. What last summer? We were
Well,
talking about it.
According to a fact check,
Mhm.
it's false.
Okay.
Okay, and we believe those fact checks because we've seen that they're so true all the time.
If that could ever come at a worse, it always comes at the exact moment.
And that is not my fault. I just want to say that right now.
Eating Raoul.
Yes,
Wasn't
yes,
there
yes.
was a movie called that, right? Yeah.
Yes, Jellison, I will watch my language. I apologize to Miss Foamy.
Ron said goat head soup. Anybody ever heard of that before?
Yeah, goat's head soup. Yeah, I've had it. I actually had that in Sicily. The boot, the tip of the boot there in Italy, Sicily, the island of Sicily. Yeah, and it's not actually goat. It's called geep. It's half goat, half sheep, and I've actually had that on base at the Chow Hall. It was goat's head soup.
Well,
I mean, it's just like-
Goat's popular in a lot of places.
I mean, yeah. I mean, they take the parts of the animal and they make what they can make out of it. I mean, and actually, it wasn't bad. I mean, of course, it has everything else in it. The vegetables and the stock and everything else. But yeah,
Mr. Acabano said blood pudding.
That's
Yeah.
okay.
I've had-
it's
yeah.
okay. It's all right.
yeah. Not a fan, but it's okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
yeah.
it's like me. Yeah, it's okay.
What was that we were watching in Scotland? What is it that they had? Do you remember? We were watching that food travel show. Haggis? Is that?
Oh, haggis.
Haggis. Well, I haven't tried haggis. Well, I tell you what, that's something I don't know if I want to try or not.
I haven't tried it. I haven't tried it either, but it really looks messed. It really
It
looks
messes
messed up.
with your head when you watch them make this, because I don't remember. We were watching some kind of
Oh yeah, it just looks
Travel
messed up.
Channel, and they were talking about how they make this, and they were showing the process, and I'm like, yeah, no, never.
I think we
Thank you.
watched the same show where
Sorry,
they're
people in
dumping
Scotland, but no.
big bins of lungs. They're like dumping bins
all
of
the
lungs.
all the internal organs into
yeah.
that fucking sheepskin.
And it just gets
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
no.
sorry, I can't.
We're gonna leave that one to Jerry Geary and his clan.
Crazy Scotsman.
Yeah.
That's
And
where it's
Crazy
from.
Scotsman. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, Scotsman, but no. no, sorry.
We'll leave that to the Scottish. Yeah.
Oh, hey, it just seems like it'd be a really, really, really bad dish for me to try that. Yeah.
No, it's just not.
I would have to rate that with boiled okra.
Oh.
Now see, boiled okra. That has got to be the most ungodly thing ever invented.
I'm telling you, it's just horrid. It's like
Oh, it's horrid.
you put it in
Okra's
your
not-
mouth and you're like, where'd it go? Where the hell did it
Look,
go?
Okra's not good to begin with unless you fry it. You fry okra, then it has a taste. It has a texture. But if you cook okra any other way, because now that I've lived in Florida like 40 fucking years, I can say this with 100% honesty. Okra sucks unless you fry it.
Fried okra, I like. Now, I've had it in Louisiana in a what's the big stew called there? How can I say it? Jambalaya.
Jambalaya. Well, yeah, if it's in jambalaya or gumbo or something like that, okay, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, so
But
I
I'm
had it
just
like
saying,
that,
just-
but boiled. Oh my! God.
But yeah, just by itself, any other way other than fried, oh my god, it's horrible.
Everybody's getting an earful tonight about what's good, what's not good.
Well, and I think this is actually awesome because if you think about it, Christine, it's from you're talking to people all over the world here.
Yes.
Not just the United States, but different parts of the United States, and even Canada is represented tonight in the chat room.
Yeah.
It's just the way it is, and again, from guys that have been all around, all over, have eaten all over the world, lived all over the world, and people that have lived and eaten and whatever all over the country. Now, you can go to a part of. I can go to Minnesota and I can for a week for Shootapalooza, and I can eat your local food, and I'm like, okay, that's yeah. But I don't know the culture. I ate there. I know what it is. I know what it like. You're the Italian restaurant we go to. That was on Diners Dive.
Uh-huh.
On Diner Ganucci's, yes. See, Ganucci's had awesome food, but see, to me, and Ganucci's was a different style of Italian than I've had in different places.
Yeah.
Not just in the States, but over. You guys were talking about Italian food. I've been to Italy, northern, southern, Sicily, everywhere. And yes, it does go by region, and it's awesome how everybody cooks everything. And yes, Italian food is nothing like Italian American food. So yeah,
It's totally different.
Mr. Acabano mentioned frog legs. Had them.
Yeah.
yes.
They were
I
okay.
love.
They were okay.
love frog legs.
I thought they were
Love.
all right.
After dissecting a frog in science class, could I ever eat frog legs? I just
No, but see, and again, I've done the same thing. But I actually some of the best pizza sauce in the that would be Garnucci's.
Well, next time you come for a visit, why don't you bring up some of your pizza?
Oh, it's
See if they'll deliver here.
so no, hold on. Okay, so we have northern. Poco Loco says northern Italy doesn't count. Really? Northern Italy doesn't count. Some of the best food I had was in northern Italy. I Monte Carlo, which is not Italy, it's not France, it's its own little municipality. But I've been to many different cities in northern Italy. I've been to middle Italy, like Rome, Naples, etc. And then I've been to southern Italy, like Sicily and all that. But it's just like anywhere. Like I've been to north of France, south of France. I've been been to Spain, Germany, Israel, Turkey, Egypt, fucking all over the Mediterranean, and everything's different, and it's all good. Like Greece, I've been to the mainland Greece. I've been to the islands that consist, all the islands around the mainland of Greece. I've been to the island of Cyprus, which is still considered Greece, and it's all different. And it all is great. I got to be honest, Greek food, if you've never experienced real Greek food, you owe it to yourself to try authentic, no shit, real authentic Greek food. Now try mainland, try island, try all the things. Like John's been to Hawaii. I've never been to Hawaii. I would love to try real no shit Hawaiian poke.
Oh, that's cool.
Which is the raw fish that's been
cool.
marinated in with and I would love to try poke. I would love to go there and try that.
Well, it looks like we're having a pizza fight in the chat room.
Are we having a pizza fight? Let me see.
Mr. Akabono wants to let Christine know to be careful what she wishes for.
Now look, I gotta be honest. I think I know we're going to try to have a reunion. I know because Jules is wanting to try to have a reunion in Minnesota this year. I'm going to try to. I want to make that. If that doesn't come to fruition, I have to go to New York because all you New York motherfuckers. Oh, sorry.
Take me with you.
All you New York people, the Akabanos, the Joey Cousins, the Jerry Cousins, the Jerry Gearys,
Jerry Cousins,
Jerry Cousins. You know, because they all look alike.
You know who those people. You know who you are.
They all sound the same.
You know who you are.
Those peoples. Because they say you got to have a New York slice. You got to have this. You got to have that.
And you got to fold the pizza.
Yeah, you got to and folding a pizza. I still don't understand the concept. I just don't. I don't get it. So I have to go to New York. If it's not this year, it's going to be next year. I have to spend a week in New York City. I have to go to Upper New York. I have to do the whole experience.
Oh yeah.
I have to go see Smile Money in Philly. I have to do the whole thing. So.
Oh wait, Mr. Akabono left you a message.
Yeah, you're coming to Florida. You ain't bringing a pizza to Florida. Don't lie to me. Do not lie to me.
Whoa. They shipped. Hold on. They shipped those everywhere. I knew people in Florida that were getting pizza shipped from New York to Naples. Naples, Florida. So they do. They ship them all over.
Well, look,
remember when he ordered the cheesecake and he had it delivered here from Palooza?
But now, see, that's a cheesecake. That's not. That's cold. That has to stay cold. That's not a pizza that you have to eat hot.
He shipped bowling pins to Duluth, Minnesota. He'll do anything.
Well, then, we know that. Yes.
Maybe some bagels, he says.
Maybe some bagels. And again, I have to. See, and I have to experience the whole thing. I gotta go to New York. I gotta have the Reuben. I gotta have the pizza, the bagels. I gotta go to Philly and have a cheesesteak. The whole Gino. What is it? The Geno's. What's the two?
I think that's what it's called, isn't it?
One of them's Geno's, and right across the street's the other one. They have the big. I gotta go and try one from each.
That's cheese versus whiz.
Yes, I have to try one of each because I gotta know. I mean, I just gotta know.
Now, David says to be careful because he doesn't think Hornet Fixers are illegal in New York.
Well, no, Hornet Fixers aren't legal. And he makes it. Yes, Pat's and Geno's. Yes. Oh, see, Pat's.
And Pat's. Yes.
Everybody's saying Pat's. So, but I have to try one from each.
We just lost Jim.
No, what?
Oh, there.
So. But no, I have to do that. If we're not going to do a Minnesota thing this year that I'm saving up for, like right now, I'm going to New York because I promised Jerry and a lot of other guys up there that I would come see him. So
I'm going with Jim. I'll see you in a week.
I'm gonna stay in America. You guys have fun.
Well, yeah, and again, Jim's not legal in California, Illinois, New York, Massachusetts. Yes, there's a lot of places I'm not legal in. So.
And there's a message from Bearded CB for you there too. I think it's important.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
John,
John.
leave the bottle openers home, Jim.
No, those are just Eric's bottle openers. Nobody else gets them.
Body cavity search.
John,
Yeah.
you want to jot this one down for maybe an upcoming show because it just gave me an idea. I'd like to talk about the places in the United States, restaurants that people would want to go to. They're like top 10
my
places.
God. That's like a triple D type thing. And you know what I'm talking about.
The what?
Triple D,
Restaurant,
diners,
Diners,
drive-ins, and
drive-ins,
dives.
dives. Yep.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God, yes.
I don't know where this appeared because Greg was telling me about it. Supposedly, In-N-Out Burger was toppled as the #1 burger in the United States by, wait for it, Culver's.
Who? What?
Culver's
Yeah.
is a shithole. I can tell you the pictures of an In-N-Out Burger look better than eating at a Culver's. We have Culver's here. It's the most tasteless crap I've ever seen.
I've eaten burgers all the way across the country, and I'm telling you right now, in my opinion, In-N-Out Burger.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
We
And
now
for
listen.
those
We
who can't see,
went. Now listen. We when I was at Men's Warehouse, we used to go to these. Every year, you have to go do this stuff with George, the guy who owned the company back then, and he wants you to have life experiences. So whenever we would go to these things, you go do something special. They took us to the garlic place where all the garlic in America is in California. They took us to there. We had those We went to one of the restaurants, ate all this garlic stuff. On the way back, we had them stop the bus. You know where we had them stop the bus at? In-N-Out.
No, the first time I ever had In-N-Out, I flew from Jacksonville to Dallas Fort Worth, and it was me, my buddy Miguel, and we were all working together. Miguel and she was like our storekeeper. She did our parts, and she was a supply person for us.
Mhm.
And she was with us, and we're driving from Dallas Fort Worth down to Waco, which is about an hour and a half drive.
Mhm.
And we're going 70 miles an hour down whatever highway that is between Dallas and Waco, and we are just cruising. And I'm in the back, I'm in the back seat, and I'm just half dozed off. And she went, "Holy shit, there's an In-N-Out!" And she yanked the wheel to the off ramp. We crossed 2 lanes of traffic to get to the off ramp, and I'm like, "What the fuck is going?" She says, "We're going to In-N-Out Burger," and I'm like, "Okay."
You didn't have a choice in the matter.
Gilroy Paco says Gilroy is what the place was called there. I don't know why he says Jesus, but maybe I didn't know what it was.
I don't know.
But that was where we were. Yeah, we were down in Gilroy. California.
But I gotta admit,
Yummy.
In-N-Out is just and Tony Acabano said White Castle. I grew up on White Castle burgers.
Oh, sliders.
Sliders, gut bombs.
Gut bombs.
Drunk off your ass at 2:30 in the morning.
Fuck yeah! And
We took-
everybody, when you come south, it's not White Castle anymore. It's Crystal, and it's not the same. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Crystals are not the same as White Castles.
I took Rhett to White Castle. I hadn't gone in so long. I took him there 2 years ago, and there's a lot of things changed there now. They had I never had chicken onion rings before.
Yeah,
they didn't
the
have that
chicken
one.
rings. Yeah, that was something I had when I got out of the Navy and went back home. Yeah, and they never had that when I was growing up. So
Yeah, so there's a few things that were different, but one of the cool things is that's a restaurant that still just seems to be, the burger was exactly the same that I remembered from 20 years ago. I hadn't had one since I lived in Topeka, Kansas. So it's been Yeah, my whole time in the service, everything. It's been years. So we took Rhett there because I knew it was an icon place. We took him there, and wow, it was fun. It was fun to go back and eat those bad boys.
Now, see, a lot of guys are talking about the different burgers. The Pocolocos had mentioned Five Guys. Now, Five Guys has a mean-ass burger. I'm not going to get it. But Five Guys, the thing with Five Guys, in my opinion, is it's not the burger. It's all the fries they dump in the bag after you order.
Yep.
They put your hamburger in there, you get a small fry, they put it in there, and they take like half a basket of fries and dump that in the bag and give it to you. That, to me, is what makes Five Guys a great burger place, because they give you more fries than you paid for.
And you get to eat while you're in line waiting.
Right. Exactly, yes.
I like that part. You get to... Yeah, they've just got cases of peanuts everywhere. You can just sit there and eat peanuts while you're...
And they literally have just bag upon bag upon bag of peanuts, and you can just... You dip a cup in there and take out all the peanuts you want, and you know, I love fresh shucked peanuts. They're awesome. So,
Well, all I can say is if you're up in our neck of the woods, and you want a burger, I recommend 2 places. Probably number 1 in our area is the Anchor. Just about any burger you want.
You've never taken me to.
Yeah.
Oh, when you come up in September, we're going.
And then number 2 is Clyde Ironworks. They have something called the Cuban. Oh my God!
Yes, the Ironworks burgers, and I didn't have the Cuban, which I would love to have that. I didn't know they had that there. I tried. What was that one I tried? Oh my God! It had
What the heck
the egg
was
on
it?
your face.
No,
Did you
I
have?
had
no. It had like fucking 4 layers of shit on it.
4 layers of different kinds of meat.
Yeah.
And a ring on top.
Oh,
You know which one he's talking
You know
about?
what I'm talking about?
I'd have to.
Now he's gonna get off the menu. He's
Yeah,
like,
he's
"Oh,
gonna get-
what?
But no, this thing I had a burger, and then I had like pastrami, roast beef, and something like 3 different things on it with an onion ring and sauce and everything else on it. And it was so good. Oh my God, it was
The biggest
tremendous.
burger I think I've ever seen in my whole entire life. That thing was huge.
But again, those kind of burger places are phenomenal because they're specialty places like the Anchor. Like it's phenomenal. But when you talk about like big chains, like your Burger King, McDonald's, your In-N-Outs, your Whataburgers, your White Castles, your Crystals, you know, you get into all that. And Smile Money. I love you, Smile Money. The Double R Bar Burger from Roy Rogers. Oh my God! Yes. Oh my God!
That's a blasphemy.
I would kill for one of those right now. I would kill for one of those in the Fixins bar. I would kill for one.
I think Jim had the Killer Bee.
The Killer Bee. That's it. That was it.
Smoked bacon, onion rings stacked, melted American cheese, honey Dijon sauce.
It was freaking huge.
It was huge. It was like a foot tall. Yeah, it was like the whole cow.
Yeah,
So yeah.
crazy.
But Small Money, the Double R Bar Burger from Roy Rogers with coleslaw and onion rings. Oh my God! I grew up on that.
No, they changed the name, but Bob's Big Boy. I remember when I was right outside of where Justin's Final Mission place is there, and they had I took Rhett to a Bob's Big Boy. They changed the name though now. Now it's
not Bob's up north. It was Frisch's up north.
Yeah,
It was
that's
still
it.
Big, it was Big
That's
Boy,
it.
but it was Frisch's. Yeah,
right. That's
And
it.
Frisch's Big Boy, onion rings, cherry Coke.
Oh yeah, that's what he got. That's exactly what he got.
Exactly what you got.
Yeah, because that's to me. But yeah, I took him. He got to have that there too. I was bummed that he didn't have the. I was bummed the big Bob's Big Boy wasn't out front anymore.
Oh
but,
man.
But now Frisch's still has Bob the Big Boy. Frisch's
Yes.
still does do
Yeah.
the Big Boy. Yes.
Yeah, they do.
So, they're just not Bob's. So,
Oh. Crazy.
but again,
Ow.
that's awesome.
It's so funny. I'm like, everybody in the chat room was like staying on topic with
511 comments.
now, Mr. Alcabono just made a comment that to me is kind of interesting. You know, he said the sourdough burger from Jack in the Box. Now, one thing I've noticed about Jack in the Box, like Jim, I've been all around all
Yep.
over. But Jack in the Boxes, including Hawaii, now they're all different. That was one of the crazy things about that restaurant was you can have a Jack in the Box in Maine, and what he's talking about is his favorite dish may not ever be anywhere else but that one there. Because I've actually had Spam over rice with brown gravy and macaroni salad at Jack in the Box.
Right. And the only Jack in the Box I've ever been to was in Whidbey Island, Washington State, and Texas. I've been to those two Jack in the Boxes. And completely different. The Jack in the Box in Washington State didn't have burritos and tacos, but the one in Texas did.
I went to one in Texas that had deep fried tacos.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Depending on where you
wild.
get them, deep fried tacos. Depending on where you get them. I was in Waco, Texas, South Texas, and it was a little taqueria. They had deep fried tacos. I said I want to try one of those, and then I went 2 of the regular ones. And I got to be honest, the deep fried taco was better than the other 2.
Yeah, that's one of the cool things I liked about Jack in the Box is I've had it in several different places, and no matter what, it's all regional. It is completely regional. So I mean, that sandwich he mentioned, the sourdough burger from Jack in the Box, sounds really good, but I just have never seen it on the menu before.
And spam is huge in Hawaii,
Oh, yes, it
from
is.
what I've been told.
Yeah, it is. Well, they have the loco moco is a big dish there too, and that's a hard thing to get used to, especially me not liking food touching. Is when somebody has your rice and they put your stuff there. Now you're okay with the spam touching the rice, that's fine. But when the minute they slap on the macaroni salad, that's when I start having a freaking issue.
Yes, we know you don't like your food touching.
Well, I don't like gravy. I don't like gravy on my macaroni salad. That's for sure. What's Paco say? Kid worked at a
Wow,
burger
he
joint.
went on A&W.
Oh,
my
wow.
God, that brings A&W brings back memories.
Wow, the
I
last one I
actually-
saw was Topeka, Kansas.
I actually ate at an A&W restaurant in Singapore
They're still
in
around.
in 1980. Oh my
Okay.
God, what was
Okay.
that? 89? No, 93. No, 89 because I was still with Lawrence and Little. 1989. We went through the canal, the Suez Canal. We went through the Indian Ocean. We stopped at Singapore. There was an A&W restaurant, a KFC, and a McDonald's all in this little area. And that's the first place we stopped because we recognized those. You know, be getting off the ship. I'm like, oh, I'm hungry. I need to eat something. I had a root beer float. I had a burger, fries. And then, and then I go out and I do my, I'm walking around Singapore and I'm doing my thing. And then I'm like, I'm in the Orient. This is the Far East. I'm going to have Chinese or, Oriental food. We all called it Chinese food because we're stupid. And then you walk up to the local vendors and they got all the pictures up above the thing. I want that. It's basically stir-fried shrimp or something, Yeah, I want that, and you just eat the shit out of it. So, but yeah, A&W root beer. Those I grew up on A&W. They were the drive-throughs, the drive-in things were all over Cincinnati. Oh yeah,
They were popular in Kansas. Now the big fight was when the fight really got going was when Sonic started tearing up the world, and they were doing that back in that was back in the 70s when Sonic was beginning to come in as a full-time player swinging.
A couple of the people in the chat room have commented on Sonic.
See now for me, Sonic, I don't know. See now, whenever I go somewhere,
mess.
when I go somewhere, there's a Sonic. I mean, I get there, I want the onion rings and I want my limeade. That's for me. That's Sonic. I can never get a lime drink anywhere but Sonic. They just make it right. So I like it. Sonic went out of business here in New York, Mr. Acabona says. Maybe it's a Southern thing. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, it's not because Sonic was up in Ohio too, and they didn't last very long either.
Yeah.
Oh my God, does she not look? Oh, really? Eric, that's disgusting.
Don't do that to the dog. Anyways,
No, you can't leave everybody with that. That's disgusting, Eric. Don't do that to the dog. You got to say something different than that.
Eric
People are
has
gonna
had
be
his
thinking-
tongue in the dog's mouth. That's all.
Oh, okay. Well, see, okay. I can see that.
Shelby's laying there
fine.
with her legs all, and Tilly's over here looking at you like, yeah, you're an
Look,
idiot.
and Dottie's looking at the dogs too. Come here. Come here. You want to show everybody you? Okay, there you go. There you go.
That's what I'm saying.
She's sitting there going, I'm
Tilly's
right here.
right there.
I'm right here. She's like, I'm right here.
I can say her name all night long, but Tilly's not going to leave the bed. She's right there looking at the screen going, you guys are...
oh no, that's too far to go.
Don't freak out. Don't freak out. Do not freak out. Squirrel.
You are so mean, John
Yeah,
Fuller.
she's gone. That's it. She is gone. She's downstairs at the back door going, where?
Here, let me out. Yeah, I'm sure.
So Gunwald said he'd rather have McDonald's. Oh my God.
And then Sonic, I don't know, because they were having a Sonic conversation between a couple of them, and some of them were like, "Yes,
you
it's
gotta
good,"
remember,
and "No,
he
it's not
lives-
good."
But listen, he lives in the land of burger places that will make you say things like that. Like, he can walk out the door and go to In-N-Out whenever he wants. Yeah, I can tell you right now, I would probably become a burger snob if I had In-N-Out around me all the time. I'd be like, come on, I got the best one right here. Sonic sucks.
Well,
of course it would.
And I agree with Gunwald when he said over Sonic. Yes, McDonald's over Sonic. Oh, yeah, okay, I agree with you on that. There's tons of other places I'd rather have over both of them if I was to eat fast food again. So
Let's see if I can down there.
Cabano says at least go to Wendy's. F McDonald's.
Wendy's is quite a Now Chick-fil-A, I don't know what it is about there or what they do, but man, I like that place.
Do you?
What kills me about Chick-fil-A is every time I try to go there, the line's around the corner.
Yeah.
We don't have one.
I can't go there. Oh, we have our drive-thrus. They're not just at the mall anymore. They're on every corner now.
And we don't have one here. I wish we did. So once again, I think it was Florida. As a matter of fact, there was one in Naples or Fort Myers. There was one in Fort Myers.
And Chick-fil-A is good, and I actually have now. Gunwald says the only thing good at Wendy's is a Frosty. Now I actually have. Then I could post if you want on my Sunday chat a link to how to make a Wendy's Frosty at your own home.
There you go.
Because people dip their salty fries in the Wendy's Frosty, and that's the bomb.
Oh yeah, lots of people do.
No, don't do that. Don't. Never take crunchy, yummy fries and dip them in ice cream.
You have never done that, have you?
No, of course not. Of course not.
Oh. Now look,
I don't dip hot dogs in water or Coke either. I don't take donuts and stuck them in coffee.
Look, you take Wendy's fries, just dip them real fast in your Frosty and put them in your mouth, and they are the bomb.
No.
Oh yeah, I thought you were talking regular like ice cream at home.
No,
Right, the Frosty, vanilla,
yes,
chocolate, fried. Yes.
Steve, leave the room.
Okay. I never liked you anyway, John.
And Smile Money is also correct. Dip your fries in your Wendy's fries in the Wendy's chili is also the bomb.
I won't eat the Wendy's chili.
Ah!
It doesn't look like chili.
Ah!
It doesn't look like chili.
Oh man.
It's a different chili, John. It's not main chili. It's a different chili.
That it is.
Oh, and Christine, by the way, have you tried the Cincinnati chili yet?
No, I think I'm gonna be.
I think you're scared.
No, I think I'm gonna be brave enough to do it on camera. I'm gonna do a video.
Really?
Oh, I like that.
Okay. It's not like nuclear or anything. You don't have to be brave enough to do it on camera.
Well, the last couple of recipes that I've tried, I've just pulled them and went.
She
Well,
got
this
one of
looks
those
good.
silver suits that she uses for analyzing a
Yeah.
volcano.
Okay, so look, Christine, I grew up on Cincinnati chili. I would eat it till the day I die, and I'm not dead yet. So
Yeah.
Oh my word!
just saying,
Guess
just
I
saying.
brought up Wiener Schnitzel. I loved Wiener. I remember that when I was young. That was great.
Yes, Bearded CB,
Oh, I
Skyline
haven't
Chili.
had
That's
that
what I
in a
sent
long
her.
time. Yeah, so no, we're
Wiener
gonna try to do the video sometime, but it'll have to be after my girls' dinner party because now I've got a week from tonight. I gotta finish getting prepared for all this.
Prepared.
Yes, have to be the hostess with the mostess.
Most the hostess with
And
the
that,
most.
that lasts for the first 15 minutes on air.
So
Then
gotta
she's
make a good
just
impression for the first-
she's just one of the girls.
First time the curly straw goes in the
Oh
in the
yeah,
rum bottle, it's all out the window.
I got curly straws.
Okay, so that means I have to send alcohol to Eric's house this week.
Oh, wait till you see his beer review. Talk about
Yeah.
Oh,
What-
yeah,
what,
don't forget-
tonight?
shopping today for the.
Tonight?
We went.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went shopping today at the beer.
Okay, well, because I have a bottle of whiskey I was going to send, but if you don't want me to send it, I won't, because I'll drink it.
I didn't buy
As
whiskey.
Jim says with a smile on his face. No, we did. That's the only alcohol I don't think we bought.
Jim, you're
'Cause
gonna,
I
need,
have-
you're gonna need it for the show, Jim. So
Well, no,
for the show.
the Golden Ox did they upped their supply of American barrels, so I have plenty.
Oh, there you
Yes.
You're gonna,
American-
you're gonna need at least a fifth for the show. The
Oh, I
after,
have
the
it.
after show, you're gonna need wet wipes, something to catch your tears, and lots of more alcohol because.
Wait a minute,
go.
wait a minute. You're saying I'm going to be crying? No, let's
Oh.
see. I don't know.
You haven't met my aunt, and you haven't.
All I want to
Really?
do is this.
Or any of my
When you hear me keep saying, "I told you so," that just remember, I told you.
Actually, I think Jim may have met your aunt. We were out at the shed. I don't even know how this even started. I can tell you there's a picture of me standing behind her holding her breasts. I don't.
Oh.
I think Jim was up. Wasn't
Yeah.
Jim up?
Well, that was a very special, awkward moment right there.
Yes.
It was mixed
Thank
with
you.
it was mixed with Christine looking up him going, "When we hang up, you're dead," and then him stuttering, and then okay, I liked it. That was cool.
Yeah.
And yes, yes, Jim. But
Right
We're
now,
just
all your
gonna
right
let-
now,
we're-
all, right now, all your shower guys are going. Shh! I'll be out in a minute. Christine's gonna kill him. Shut up! I'm trying to listen.
Yeah, shut up already.
so
Get up.
so with that being said, how you doing?
Did you? No. She left.
Yes. No, Christine. No.
Paco says he's still traumatized from the one
Out at the
after
shack?
show he
Yeah.
attended. Well, this one will put you into absolute trauma.
It's not that bad.
All right. Look. Listen. As it is, as it sits, I do have a box I need to send to you guys real quick. Hopefully, I will get it in the mail either tomorrow or Monday. For the weekend festivities.
My box will be there Monday. My box will be there Monday with your special girls' night game.
Oh, and by the way, Eric's little drunken happinesses will be there Wednesday or Thursday. So yeah,
He's all happy. He's smiling. Life is good.
yes, yeah.
Oh,
Well,
and,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
it's
The new beer camera will be there Monday too, Eric.
There we go.
Beer.
So now that you're all caught up and up to date with what everybody's going on in there.
so yeah, all the free shit that Eric's getting and Christine. So yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
we have chicken. We have chicken. Orange chicken is the big topic right now in the chat room.
Yeah.
And Panda Express. Ugh. Is that the mall place? Is that the mall place?
Yeah. I think
No, that's the. I thought. Is it the mall place or is it the airport place?
I don't know. It's one of them, but
we had a giant panda.
Ugh.
Oh my!
No, it's not the same. No, it's not.
What's there? There's one in the mall. Panda. I think it's Panda Express, isn't it? Isn't that the? So
No,
they,
it's
when
not
they
the
when they
mall,
sit
is
there and they sit there and they have the grill
Yeah,
and they
it's
pretend
Panda Express.
they pretend to be doing all kinds of cool stuff and all they're doing is smacking them.
Yeah.
They just sit there and smack the scrapers there and then they grab you a little bit and throw it in there and they all just pretend. Yeah.
It's like, ta-da! Yeah, no, it's
I'm always amazed that people stand there and watch him and go, look, he's taking a spatula and smacking it on the side of a grill.
Yeah.
That's not a special no trait there.
no, not at all. So, yeah, this was a really fun topic. Everybody is still in the chat room talking about all kinds of different foods and whatnot. I can't wait to do the other one. Maybe in a couple of weeks, we'll talk about the top 10 places. I think that's it.
Yeah,
Just to be-
well, considering you have an hour show and it's going on 2 hours.
I know. The shower people gotta come out of the shower now. They're getting all weird.
They're all looking like raisins now.
Yeah. They're like,
But
darn it.
don't forget, everybody out there, get on over to HornetFixer.com.
Yes, very much so. Go to HornetFixer.com. Look at the snowflake motor.
Yes, we need to move this, raising money for Mr. Holster. And
Yes.
I got confirmation. I'll be getting confirmation Monday, but the next snowflake melter is going to be on its way to my FFL, so I'll have it by the end of the week. So we need to we need to move the old stuff out so we can get the new stuff in.
Now, hey, that old stuff is an AK-47 from Palmetto State Armory with Magpul OD green, collapsible / foldable stock furniture on it. It is a phenomenal AK-47 in 7.62 by 39. Guys, gals, everybody out there, get in on this. Go to HornetFixer.com. Go to the /forums.
Spell it for him.
HR. Here, I'll put it in the.
No. You can't use a chat room. You have to spell it for him.
Okay.
Folks that are listening.
Okay, for the folks that are listening, HRNTFIXR / forums. Go to there. Register. Hey, look, this is us. It's not a big. It's not Facebook. It's not YouTube. It's us. Just register on there. Tell us who you are. We will put you into the melter groups. You can put in, go to the Snowflake Motor, put in your, send it to Sandman. I can't remember the numbers. I'm sorry, guys.
It's right there at the top of it. Sandman
It's
67
at the it's at the top of the Snowflake Motor. Put it in your there, and we will get you on there. We're gonna get this thing given away. This is to help Mr. Holster in his cancer fight and to help him out. 100% after the AK gets paid for, we're going to put at least $500 or more into Mr. Holster's cancer fund. And then the next one we got, oh my God, you guys can't believe what is coming next. That's all I can say.
And also, don't forget that we're getting closer to getting the woman's build completed. So we will be back on task with Justin's final mission, and that will be coming down the road at some point in time in the near future.
And Boondockers is available online now. I believe I'm the first person. I believe I was the first person to buy it.
Oh, yes, and Boondockers barbecue sauce, boondockersbbq.com. Go check it out. Give them, the official, unofficial, forced to fucking sponsor of John Solar Radio Network. So yeah, and yes, post nudes in the not safe for work section on the HornetFixer.com. We would appreciate that.
Go. Yeah. All right. So I think that's it. We're gonna wrap it up. Shower people are getting they're turning into prunes. They gotta get out of the water. They gotta get dried off.
I still don't know what that means. I'm sorry.
She has a shower crew that listens to her in the shower.
Well, no, I gathered that much. I just don't understand it. I'm just.
I know. I'm right there with you.
So to the people that are in Ms. Bomey's shower section, sucks to be you.
We gotta let him out of the bathroom now.
All right.
So, anyways, just wanted to say thanks everybody that joined us in the chat room tonight. Thanks to everybody that listened to us live. Thanks to everybody that will be listening to us in podcast on iHeart, iTunes, Google, Spotify, any other that I forgot.
I heard the Russians are responsible for some collusion.
Нет, comrade, we do not listen to your show.
So that's it. Everybody have a good night. Have a good week ahead of you. And we'll be back next Saturday with Girls' Night.
Yeah, looking forward to that. Pushing the button.
No, just push the button. Oh, look, it got quiet.
That's what happens over here.
Because, you know why? Because we're on iHeartRadio. Shh. We can't be assholes.